Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Luqyana Mardhiyah, and in this video I will explain about privacy. More precisely, is about comparison customer privacy between GDPR and personal data protection in Indonesia. By the definition, in Europe, personal data is defined as any information relating to an identified or identifiable natural person. Meaning from the word identifiable is if certain information can be used as a marker rationale to recognize a particular individual. For example, IP address, mobile number, or location and fingerprint data. GDPR also provides different definition with personal data relating to an evidence. Then, according to GDPR, there are also two types of personal data. The first one is personal data, which includes name, email, telephone number, and the second one is sensitive information personal data that includes blood type, ethnic origin, criminal record, and gender. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, personal data is referred to in PPPSTE as certain personal data that is stored, maintained, and kept true, and is confidentially protected. There is no explanation about what is meant by personal data. However, it is noted that in the Article 58 of Law Number 23 of 2006, through Law Number 24 of 2013 concerning population administration, is often used as a reference for the definition of individual data. Next is the principle. In Europe, there are several principles, namely legitimacy, justice, and transparency within personal data processing, collected for the purpose of certain and their collocation limit, data minimization, accuracy data, storage limitation data, integrity, and data confidentiality and accountability. In Indonesia, there are only two principles. The first one is notice, and the second one is consent or approval. In the Article 26 UU ITE, the use of data must be done on the consent of the person who concerned. It's not explained what is the agreement in the implicit form consent, or an explicit agreement in the article is not explained. The last one is the penalties. In Europe, there are two main penalties on the side that violate this regulation and depending on which article which they violated. The first one is a fine of 10 million euros or 2% company profit, and which being dropped is the largest number. Second is a fine of 20 million euros or around 275 billion rupiah or 4% profit from that company. And Indonesia, under the ITE law, if abuse violation personal data by third parties and fulfill the criminal element misuse of information personal data and cause loss, may be imposed maximum imprisonment of 12 years and or a maximum fine of 12 billion rupiah. Meanwhile, PM 20 of 2016 only contains administrative sanctions such as verbal warnings, written warning, termination temporary activities, or announcement on the site in the network that is judged to be unable to give a determined effect to these personal data. That's it from me. Thank you for paying attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.